This process is about disconnecting those negative words from us, loosening off their grip upon us. You keen? Really get comfortable. Sitting upright with your head up, with your spine nice and straight and your neck nice and straight. And I want you to just float your eyelids closed and just slightly look up. Just with your eyes closed, slightly look up in your eyeballs. Place the tongue just gently on the roof of your mouth, just to connect all your alignment. And I just want you to breathe in through your nose, quite deeply into the base of your sternum. So get really in the bottom of your lungs and just breathe in and hold. And let it all out. Hold at the bottom. Breathe in again through your nose, nice deep into your belly, and hold at the top. And then let it all out. And hold at the bottom. Breathe in again and hold at the top. And breathe out and hold at the bottom. Now, I want you to just visualize in front of you, maybe half a meter in front of you, a perfectly tame, wild, ultraviolet / purple / pink fire in front of you, a fire. I want you to see that fire now, about half a meter in front of you, just crackling and growing and just self-contained, beautiful, purple, ultraviolet fire. Now with your right hand, I just want you to put your right hand out to the side and just wave it over this fire and feel the warmth and feel the heat as you just glide your hand back and forth over this fire. How crazy is that? You can feel the warmth of that ultraviolet fire under your hand. Now, keeping this fire in mind, we're going to use this later. So keep this visualization of this fire right there, right ready for when we need it. Now, reaching your hands up, I want you to draw a square, like a picture frame, like a nice white frame right in front of you. What I want you to do is start throwing into this frame all your limiting beliefs, all the negative thoughts that come through, every single thing you can think of. And I want you to move your hands as you do this and literally feel yourself chucking them into this frame like it's a box, throwing them into the frame, chucking them in one after the other. All those limiting beliefs, all those negative thoughts about work, about your relationship, about who you are as a person, about spirituality, about any limiting belief you might have about everything. Just feel those negative thoughts flow, grab them in your hands and throw them into this frame. Just throw them into the picture, throw them into the picture, throw them into the picture. Just keep going now. Just continue to throw whatever comes through into this picture. All your negative, limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, the diminishes, any memories that come up of these diminishes or limiting beliefs occurring, throw all these limiting thoughts, memories, thoughts, feelings, and concerns into this frame. Now I want you to see visually like a tether coming from just under your chest, your sternum, connected to this frame. I want you to see that tether, that you are currently connected to it, that you are feeding it and giving it energy. What I want you to do is raise your dominant hand, whether that right or left, and I want you to come up like a karate chop, and I want you to come down and cut through it and say cut and disconnect. Cut and disconnect. Please do it with your hand in the real gesture as you visualize this tether. Cut and disconnect. 4 more times. Cut and disconnect. 3 more times. Cut and disconnect. Really bring some power and energy into it. 2 more times. Cut and disconnect. Cut and disconnect. Breathe. Now I want you to visualize in your palms, with your palms up, 2 big piles of like thick blue gooey paint. Huge piles, huge big mounds on your hands. Just visualize those there now in your hands. And what I want you to do is just start covering up this picture, this frame of filled with all your limitations, all those limiting beliefs, all those thoughts. Just cover up the entire picture frame from top to bottom, every nook and cranny, the tops, the sides, Every little gap you see, I just want you to visually cover this in this thick, blue, gooey paint. We'll cover it, make another layer, absolutely slather this thing in this thick blue paint. I want you to see a weaker tether now. The tether between you and this frame is even weaker. And I want you to cut and disconnect again. Cut and disconnect. Cut and disconnect. Now, grabbing this frame, I want you to grab it and pretend you're ripping it off a wall and then crumple it in your hands so you can feel it between your hands. This blue covered mound of all your limiting beliefs now crushed into smithereens, destroyed. I want you to repeat, I am the soul. I am the mind. I am the body, and I am in control. I am the soul. I am the mind. I am the body, and I am in control. And now I want you to put this in your hands, a picture frame covered in the blue paint with all your limiting thoughts in it, into the fire, that ultraviolet fire we created at the start, and slap your hands off and say disintegrate. Clean your hands off. Disintegrate. 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 Breathe deep through your nose. And I just want you to notice, on a rating of 1 to 10, when you think about a limiting belief, like what was shared earlier, what comes up? How intense is this emotional feeling? Is it less or more than when we started? Just notice. Think of this number in your head, whatever it might be. And now we're going to do that process again, but slightly faster. Okay? So again, create a picture frame in front of you. Beautiful picture frame. Picture, picture, picture. 4 corners, 4 sides. And again, just as quickly as you can, throw in all those limiting thoughts, limiting memories, limiting beliefs into this frame. Just throw them in, everything that comes through, all the memories, all that bullshit, all those limiting thoughts, all that crap that's been holding you back for so long. It's time to just throw it into this frame, throw it into this box and just get rid of it. Throw it all in there. Go on. Every limiting thought, every limiting thing that was once said to you, even to yourself, to your thoughts, to your memories, throw it all in this frame. Again, see the tether, cut it, cut, disconnect, say out loud, cut and disconnect. As you bring your hand down, cut and disconnect. Do this 7 times, so 5 more times. Cut and disconnect, cut and disconnect, cut and disconnect, cut and disconnect, cut and disconnect. Now the blue paint, see the mounds of blue paint piling up on your hands, huge big thick globs of it, glowing bright blue, and cover this picture frame. Every bit of it, again, from top to bottom, sides, maybe get a little on the back if you want, every single corner, every little nick, every little gap, completely cover this up. Now do another layer, cover this up again, even thicker, of this thick blue paint. Now, rip it off the wall, crush it in your hands. I am the soul, I am the mind, I am the body, and I am in control. I am the soul, I am the mind, I am the body, I am in control. And throw it in the fire. Disintegrate. Ultraviolet, raging, beautiful fire. Disintegrate. 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 Shake your hands off, feel it all gone, feel the dissipation of all these limitations. Off with you. I am the soul, I am the mind, I am the body, and I am in control. Now just notice, again, when you think of those limiting thoughts, or limitations, how do you feel? Feels less. The weight of them is decreased because we've cut and disconnected the energy we pour and give into these limitations. Breathe deeply into your belly again and feel the weight of the world lift off your shoulders as you can just flutter your eyes open again and come back to the room